Cy Williams, High Canada Magazine, and it is almost the end of day 4 of the Lift Expo here in Vancouver. As you can tell, I've got a bit of a raspy voice, and I've joined my very, very good friend, Terry Roycroft from 210 Canada.
Thanks, man. It's
Terry,
good to see you again.
Thanks for sitting down with me.
Well, my pleasure.
So Terry and I have been collaborating. Last year, Terry ran a very, very successful celebration called 210 on February 10th, and it was very, very well received. Terry, tell us a little bit about what happened last year.
Well, you know, we started celebrating 210 because we didn't want to wait till 420. So that was really the genesis of how it came about. We were sitting around one afternoon waiting. What time is it? 2:10? I wait till 4:20. So we laughed about it. Then we started to use that a bit as our timing on weekends. So from there, we started to think about it, you know, and it was like, U.S. came up with 420 years ago. Recently, Colorado came up with 710, which is oil backwards, because of the explosion of their, extraction market. And now that date is a larger celebration in Colorado than 420 is. So we started to think these other countries are starting to create, their own identities, and new one has happened. 420 was the standard. So we thought, Canadians, we don't wait. We don't care if it's cold. People wear shorts in the winter in Canada, and so why not 210 when you can't wait till 420?
It is a true celebration of cannabis, let me tell you. Terry had a magnificent turnout for his event last year, so well that this year we decided to team up and do it simultaneously, 2 parties, 2 cities
simultaneously.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. So Vancouver, British Columbia, and Hamilton, Ontario, we're throwing some crazy 210 mixers. For more information on these mixers,
they can get that and contact us or follow us on 210 Canada on Instagram. All the updates. There's also 210 Canada Facebook, so check that out. Will be updates. There'll be giveaways. Last year we had ice sculptures. We had aerial artists. There were go-go dancers. It was great.
Special guests, live
special
music.
New gifts that we're creating, like 210 timepieces. Special watch.
Out.
So obviously you can tell it's time. It's 210. It's time to toke. But then a little flick of the wrist, and you're ready to light that spliff or joint right up on your wrist.
Now, we would love to be able to demonstrate this, but trust me when I say that Terry and I stepped outside at 210, and we checked out the watch. It lights a joint perfectly. It is stylish, and it's cool, and I believe we're going to be giving a few away to...
the first 15 or 20 people coming into each of the events in each city will get one of the 210 timepieces.
And I tell you, these things are awesome, and coming in, the second year of 210, this is going to be a collector's item.
That's right.
Nobody's business in 20 years, let me tell you. Now, I think the 210 is going to grow. I've at the Lift Expo this weekend, I've heard interest from Edmonton, from Halifax, from Winnipeg.
I was talking to some people in Montreal as well, and Nova Scotia.
Now, this should really, you're right, Canada needs its own cannabis holiday. 420 was created by the Americans. We have a very succinct identity. High Canada Magazine prides itself on the Canadian cannabis culture we have, not the American. This celebration is going to be a true celebration of cannabis in Canada.
And it's not that we don't like 420.
I
as
love
Canadians,
420.
We can't wait sometimes.
I'm impatient.
That's right. So I mean, sometimes when you're down in the States, you're in different parts of the country, and even in Canada versus Vancouver, it's pretty free and easy here in Vancouver and some of the places in the States. But, you go down there, you light up a joint, even though you're medical, people around you sometimes can freak out. So even though it's legal, there's still really the optics of just lighting up a joint in some of these areas is a little bit dicey down there sometimes. So again, this could help maybe open it up, and a few more people will get a little easier and looser on their consumption
Honestly,
ideas.
what's more Canadian than a celebration of cannabis in February?
That's right.
February 10th. And you know what? It's not just a celebration of cannabis. We're also the 100% of all proceeds of the door.
Right.
So we're doing a nominal $10 entry fee, and we're giving the proceeds to groups that are doing cannabis substitution programs in their areas. We've been talking to almost I think 8 over the weekend. Awesome groups that are doing cannabis substitution programs, and we want to use the 210 to help cannabis substitution programs take place all over Canada.
That's right, yeah.
And this is to also raise awareness for how important a thing cannabis substitution programs are, and we should see them literally all over the country.
That's right.
And it's not so it's a celebration of cannabis, but we also like to show Canada what cannabis can do for the country.
Exactly. With the opiate epidemic that's here now, and with the new type of studies going on showing cannabis as an exit drug, not the old urban myth that it was a gateway drug. There's more and more halfway houses and people working with addiction and mental health using cannabis as an exit drug and weaning them off some of those harder drugs. The old 12-step program sometimes doesn't work for people, and we want to support people in that manner and bring cannabis through our medical. Also, our affiliation with MCRCI, who is one of the premier cannabis medical clinics in the country, who also prescribe and put things together for
By the way, congratulations on your LIFT nomination. I thought that was really cool. I voted.
Great. Thank you. We love the support.
So yeah, the 210 party is going to be really amazing. It's for some really good causes. It is a chance to get out there and meet people in your cannabis community in Ontario, in Vancouver.
Right.
210 Canada. I don't know what else to tell them.
Yeah, just come, support it, and if you can't come to the party, start following it. There's going to be some feeds coming on Facebook, and you can kind of, enjoy. If you've got any videos in your other parts of the country, send them in. We're going to put a collage or something together maybe later, showing some of the other parts of the country.
One of the other cool. I almost forgot about this. We're setting up a link. So we'll be celebrating 210 first in Toronto.
That's right.
And then Toronto will be able. Sorry, not Toronto. In Hamilton. And then Hamilton will get to see how 210 is celebrated in Vancouver with some fancy dancy digital technology.
Some IT going on.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Linking the country.
East Coast, West Coast.
1 210 at a time. 2 cities, 2 parties.
Simultaneously.
It is. I think that's it.
All right.
Check out the new issue of High Canada magazine, January, featuring Classified on the cover. Just after January 25th, off our website. Look for details on the 210 party at 210s.ca, highcanada.net, highcanadamagazine.com.
See you there.